Hello. I'm just continuing on from the last one. So, yeah, that's my beliefs. That's how I view it. And I'm entitled to that. So, for me personally, I remember growing up that I was interested in, um, like I had strong beliefs in magic and in fairies and unicorns and dragons and angels and lots of beautiful stuff. I didn't know a lot about a lot of things that I know about now. And I didn't grow up with anyone that I remember being spiritual or being into crystals or tarot, oracle cards, into readings, psychics, mediums, seers, oracles, divine channels. I'm just trying to think of all the wordage. Yeah, to my knowledge, there was no one like that. You may have gotten the odd person here and there that was what you would call a hippie, but nothing like that. So I just always felt things and felt like I knew a little bit about certain things, but I don't know how I knew it, if that makes sense. And it wasn't, I didn't have the internet when I was growing up and a teenager and stuff, young adult. There was no way that you could get information like that unless you went and bought books on it or went to the library maybe and got books, etc. But you just didn't want to do that because a lot of people thought people that were into that sort of thing were weirdos. All the negative stuff that comes with it. Which I'm not going to talk about because I'm not going to give that my energy. So yeah, it just wasn't a very big thing, and it just wasn't something that you really wanted to look too much into because it wasn't readily available, and you would just sort of get shunned, I guess, and frowned upon, if I think that's how you say it, etc. So yeah, when I was I remember it was 1996. So I can't think how old I was. I'm too tired. I had a reading done because I went to a shopping centre not far from me, and they had a psychic fair. So I had a reading done. It was my first reading, and I absolutely loved it. And I really liked the lady who did mine. She was young. She was maybe about 24. And so I really liked her. I liked the things she said, and I really wanted to see her again a few years later. I think I tried to find her, but I just couldn't. As I said, back then you didn't have the internet and stuff. You would look in the phone books and the papers and stuff like that. So then it was kind of at the time when I ended my relationship with my son's father, and I was starting to do a bit of healing, and I just got into it a little bit. I think it's because I was going to say books. I got a few books and I got just a few crystals, and that was it. I had never, up to recently, been interested in the tarot or oracle cards. I just knew nothing about them, and there was just no interest. So yeah, I got that, and then I met my ex-husband, and at first he acted like, he was all good with it and it was okay, but then I found out that his family was a little bit, religious. They were Christians, I think it was, and all of a sudden he kind of had very negative views on it, and so it was just like, okay, well, this can't clearly be part of my life. So I just, shut it out basically. And then when we separated, I had what I believe was a dark night of the soul. And that had been happening for quite a few years, I feel. I just wasn't kind of aware of it and was blocking it out basically. And then I realized I was not in a good place, and I knew I needed to start healing, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And I started, and when I put my mind to something, I can be very strong and very just go for it 100% and get stuck right in there and work my ass off. And that's what I did. I did a lot of research myself and looked into a lot of different things, as well as found an amazing therapist who I feel was sent my way. And she's just, I could not have found one that was more perfect for me. So yeah, it's just, everything happens for a reason. And yeah, so I just started doing a lot of it myself. And healing is very, very hard. It's extremely hard and extremely tough and exhausting and confronting and overwhelming, and it's just so much. But it's an important part, I think, of a spiritual journey. And it's important just to, like, it's important to your soul, your heart, your mind, your body, everything. Because when you heal, a lot of medical things and issues that you may have physically can improve and get better, and sometimes completely go away. And it's also amazing for your mental health and for your heart and any pain that you've been through, when it comes to love and emotions and stuff like that. And we kind of completely shut ourselves off from a lot of things that we should believe in and that we should look into and we should open up to, because of society and because of what we're taught. And I just believe that it's important to try as hard as you can to just take baby steps to start towards healing. That's all you have to do, is take baby steps. As long as you're taking any tiny steps in the right direction, that's amazing. It's like, you can think, oh, this is hard, this is too much, I can't deal with it, I can't handle it. But you can. It's that simple. You can. You just have to push yourself that little bit to get started. And you just have to do some research and look into things. And that's why I want to do these videos, because I feel like a lot of people think, oh, I can't be spiritual or have those beliefs, etc., because I swear, or because I drink alcohol, or because I smoke weed, or when I was 15 I stole something from the shop. Like, hope that's making sense. And that's not true at all. That's not what it's about. Obviously, you can't be doing all that stuff, being, lying, stealing, cheating, treating people like shit, not being kind, not being loving. You can't be that sort of person, because when you're that sort of person, you're in a low vibration. And when you are spiritual, when you have a spiritual awakening, when you ascend, you don't resonate with that. That's not, it doesn't even come into your mind. You don't want to be that sort of person at all in any way. And you don't want to be in those low vibrations. You want to be completely away from it. Anyone that, or anything that drains your energy, you want out of your life, gone. I'm going to have to end this one because it's already over 10 minutes. It's ridiculous how quick it goes. So I'll say bye and I'll be back for the next one.